And there you go. So this is the one bound off edge. Now we have to go back and deal with this edge. And what you're going to do is first you do some careful measuring, because remember we talked about making it a little bit longer than you actually needed. So measuring very carefully, find out which row along this sort of funny edge, along your cast on edge, is the row that you want. Now I have nice stripes in my yarn, so I'm going to go ahead and use this purple stripe and say that it's the row that I want. So starting at the end, find the end of your row and find your first loop there. And there it is. And I just go in through one side of every loop on the row. So I just go straight across. Make sure you stay on the same row. And I'm just going to pick up all these stitches. Okay. There we go. And if you're concerned if you got them all, you can always count and see, verify. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18. I should have one more. I think I'm missing one here. Maybe not. I think I'm all set. So, we'll find out shortly. Find that end where you started the cast on it, and you're going to have to do a little bit of backpedaling. So you want to pull out, you're going to pull out the fabric from this side here to get down to that row that you want. Let's see here. Kind of have to pull it through all these stitches first. Just try to keep it fairly loose as you go. Shoop. Okay. And then there's a tight little loop at the end, usually. That's why you don't worry too much when that loop falls off the black needle when you're first casting on, because you're going to unravel those stitches anyway, so it's fine. And you'll notice that as you start unraveling, it'll unravel, but you'll have to pull it through a loop every now and then. Okay, so almost done unraveling here. This is always fun. If you have, cats or small children, keep them away during this process because you can get quite a bit of yarn flying around and you don't want any extra helpers. So here we go. I just got one more row here, I think. This last one's always the most difficult. And it's a little different than unraveling just because kind of going the wrong direction. So you have to thread it through every now and then. Okay, so I've got all my stitches on here. Doesn't look like I've missed any of them. Yay for me. And everything looks squared away. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to, because I'm on a purl side here, so I'm going to go ahead and purl a row. And then you're ready to just bind off, just like you would. And you don't have to purl a row. That's strictly just my preference. You can bind off on the purl side if you want to. I usually end up needing a little more length anyways. Alright, so I'm just binding off this edge here just like we did the other one. You knit a stitch and then pull that back loop over the front loop. And I will show you the finished product here in just a moment. Now this is just an example. I just did a small swatch for the project that I'm actually doing. I think I have 57 inches and 40-inch long pieces, which is a bit more typical of what you're going to want to make. Alright, so once you get all of the stitches bound off, as I have done here, you want to make sure you do it loosely. Then you are all set to set your piece of fabric and stitch it together and hopefully into a garment, which we will go over more in the next video. So we will continue this at a later date. And if you have any questions, you can always contact us at 1-888-320-7746, or you can check out our website, which is paradisefibers.net.